This is me, one day after my leg was amputated. Suddenly, I was disabled. I think you all know the story of David and Goliath, the underdog against the giant. That became my story, and all I wanted was to participate in sports again. And now that I finally got my sports aid, I feel re-enabled. I've been given my life back. But what a battle I had to fight. Today, I raise my voice for all the others who are still unnecessarily sidelined. My name is Dianne Vugts, and I'm going to take you through my dream. Re-enable the disabled. Why not? When I was a little girl, I knew what I really wanted to do. I wanted to be the best female cyclist of the Netherlands. I was very strong-willed and full of determination. Unfortunately, my situation at home was extremely challenging and poor, which made bicycles and sport memberships out of reach. Because sports was so important to me, both physically and mentally, and I couldn't be part of a team, I took up running. And so my little girl's dream to be the best female cyclist faded into the background, and that was okay. But years later, on a sun-drenched Saturday morning, I bought my first second-hand road bike, and I felt so proud. And with a smile from ear to ear, I climbed the most beautiful mountains and reached the highest peaks. But then, in May 2011, my life changed. What started as a wonderful training session ended with a bad fall, which made it a pitch-black day in my memory. Dozens of operations and rehabilitation didn't stop the pain and uncertainty in my life. Despite all the morphine, I lost more and more mobility. As a businesswoman with a team waiting for me and bills to be paid, I had to continue. I felt miserable, isolated myself, and became depressed, really depressed. I had become everything I didn't want to be. But a broken leg would not ruin my life. The word amputation keeps popping up in my head, so I read an article which discussed all the pros and the cons. I knew I needed to be well prepared before approaching the doctor to discuss this. I did more research. I made my decision. I yearned to participate in sports again and to start thinking in possibilities once more. Eventually, the doctors ruled out any other options, and 9 years after my accident, in June 2020, I had my leg amputated, with sights on a better quality of life. And my life became so much better. 2.5 months later, I walked on 2 legs in the first snow in Austria, without pain. As sports and exercise has always been a big part of my life, I was very keen to start exercise again. However, I hadn't been told that my prosthesis was limited to basic home life use. And so it happened because my first prosthetist, don't get me wrong, he was really a nice guy, lacked enough knowledge, He said I could mountain bike just fine with my basic home life prosthesis. But one day, halfway during the climb on my mountain bike, I lost my leg in the forest, which was funny to watch as I ended up with my nose over there and my basic home life prosthesis was over there. The fact is that my prosthetic device is not suitable for sports. Fortunately, my physiotherapist came across a pilot scheme, which meant I could borrow a running blade. A great opportunity. I was so excited. So off I went to Amsterdam, where the best prosthetist made me a custom-made running blade. Under his supervision, I followed a full training program, which involved adaptive training, physiotherapy, swimming, but also psychological coaching to ensure that the blade is used to its optimal degree. And one morning into the training program, after such a long time, I ran again. Let's watch. And when I look back at this video, tears were running down my face. This is what all my hard work was for. But after 6 months of being back on track, the loan pilot scheme ended, and I had to return my blade. I was devastated and immediately applied for a new. Unbelievably, it was refused. Apparently, my health insurance company considered the blade my only possibility to do a sport as unnecessarily expensive, inadequate, and not essential. I really couldn't believe it. My physical and mental health has improved so much. I had so much less healthcare expenses. I realized that I had ended up in a world of red tape with all its limitations, such as health insurance companies, councils, and politicians, all refusing financial responsibility. And all I wanted and needed was to participate in sports again. But without a sports aid, this is impossible. So, we are not limited, we are being limited in such a rich and developed country like ours. Imagine, without a sports aid, a child can never participate in gym class. A child can never play a game of hockey or football. Without a sports aid, a rugby player can never play again. And a young mother cannot go safely to the swimming pool with her children. Why not? I want you to picture a little girl with a leg amputation. She desperately wants to be like her friends. She would like to go swimming with them. With a water-resistant sports aid, she can walk to the pool, get in, and swim, having fun, just like her friends. But without it, she has to go in a special wheelchair to the pool, her stump exposed, and then, in her wheelchair, she is lowered into the pool. Which scenario do you want for her? Believe me, I know how she feels. Back to my story. As a rebellious person with a warm heart, I knew I would be fine. What annoyed me the most was that people who had no money were being sidelined. So I decided to start a fight in the hope I would eventually help others. With the help of an excellent lawyer and media support, we started a lawsuit. Yes, believe it or not, we won. I was reimbursed, but it didn't lead to any changes in the system. Each individual still needs to fight for a sports aid. Yes, it is possible to start a crowdfunding campaign. Yes, you might be able to receive money from a fund. But is that the right way ahead? I don't think so. It makes financial sense for the health insurance company to support and fund sports aid instead of paying out for the illnesses related to inactivity and exclusion. This way, I believe that a structured re-enable program must be written, implemented, and financed. The Ministry for Health, the health insurance companies, and the county councils should join forces and invest together. This program should not only be about finance, it should contain a countrywide list of specialists, sport prosthetists, and suppliers with proven knowledge, as well as access to all the necessary training, counseling, and support which goes along with such a sports aid. It's very important that from the outset, both parties are aware of the length of time and the costs involved to reach the decided goal. With careful coordination, secure investment, and dedicated support, this Re-enable program must be worth doing. The barrier will come down. Sport lovers with and without a physical disability will be able to work together, strengthen each other, and take sports to a new level. Bringing people together ensures inclusion, respect, and new friendships. Sports will inspire and connect people all time. Finally, remember that recreational sports are the breeding ground for top sports. With all my heart, I hope that inclusion, integration, acceptance, and above all, opportunity will be part of everyone's lives. Please remember, always chase your dream, no matter the size, just as I did. Thank you.